I don't know if you know this. This is it's a jar of candy, but it's not just candy. This is a specific type of licorice. Back in 2007, there was this young man on a little Danish island called Bornholm, and he had a dream, and he had a passion. He wanted to create the best licorice in the whole world. So he started in his mother's kitchen, and he started testing all over again, got in contact with some people in Australia, and finally one day it turned out pretty well. So in 2007 he opened a store in a small town on this island, and he spent 4 days in his mother's kitchen to do all the groceries, and he sold out in 2.5 hours. So this is just a guy with a dream and a passion. Today it's a world-known brand. He's presented I don't know how many 100 countries, and all because of this. So why am I telling you this? Well, this is actually the prize, because there's a quiz when I'm done talking. So I recommend that you pay attention, listen carefully to what I have to say, put away the iPhones and all the other devices, and forget about the world out there, and just stay in this room with me for 20 minutes. Well, 18 minutes from now on, actually. Okay? I'll put it here to remind you. So whenever your mind starts drifting to something else, look at this one, think about the quiz and the tough question at the end. Okay? My promise to you, and what I'm actually going to talk about, is imagine that before summer, this summer, you could take your business to 23 countries in 6 different languages, or more languages if you would like that. But think about that. What would that mean for your business? Instead of just having 1 market or 2 markets, before summer, you could start selling in 23 countries. That's what we're going to be talking about today. I'm actually, and this is the one time only, I'm actually going to share the 3 secrets to why this is possible with you today. If you don't want to hear about that, you're free to go. Do whatever you want. Otherwise, welcome in this room, and welcome to my presentation. Okay? Now, David couldn't be here, so why am I on stage? Why me? I mean, we're a big company. There could be one of the other guys, but I'm on stage. And actually, the first reason is this one. I have a tempur bed at home. Well, it's not my bedroom. I like it to be, and it's not my shoes either, but it's a very nice bedroom. So that's the first qualification for me to be on stage. The second is I actually used to be a football referee. So we kind of expected a lot of conflicts when David was not going on stage. So we decided that I was the best person to handle those conflicts. And if it got physical, I'm also ready for that. We can do that backstage. It's not good in this room. So just say so, and we'll take care of that later. So that's why I'm on stage. People without dreams will often try to kill yours. I'm saying this because for a lot of people, for a lot of companies, living up to the bold promise I made before about summer and being able to sell in 23 countries is a dream. And for many companies and people, it's not attainable. It's simply not attainable. Imagine a world where it's okay to have that kind of dream. And imagine a world where it could actually be fulfilled. And then imagine a world where someone is ready to take your hand all the way through that journey and make sure it's going to be a success. What would that mean for you? What would that mean for your company? I told you there was going to be 3 secrets. This is the first secret. Cloud. Living up to that dream is only possible because of cloud. This is about time to market, how fast you can go from this situation to that situation, from this scenario to this scenario. You can only do that if you leverage cloud. You will not do it in any other way, not that fast. Imagine a world where you have confidence in your IT, in your operations. Actually, you don't have to worry about it. Imagine a world where someone else will take care of that for you. Imagine a world where you have to focus on selling whatever you're selling, and that's it. Imagine a world where innovation is at your hands. You don't have to work for it. You don't have to invest in it. 6 to 8 times a year, new innovation just come to you. What would that mean for you? How could that help your business grow? And finally, imagine a world where you could spend your time on how to differentiate yourself compared to the competition. You don't have to spend 80% of your time on maintenance or IT or other boring stuff. You could actually spend the 80% of your time on innovation and differentiation, making your company special. So imagine a world where you have a future-proof platform served to you by the cloud. Secret number 2, shared success model. How would it be for you to have a partnership where the partner will only be a success if you're a success, and where that partner spent all his time trying to make you a success? This is quite unique. I haven't seen it out there anywhere. I've been in this business for a long time. I haven't seen it. But imagine a world where that could be possible. Imagine a world where the same partner will give you continuous support and advice throughout the whole journey, on all aspects of your journey. What would that mean for you? Would that change your company? Would that change your position in the company if you bet on a partner like that? And then finally, imagine that you have access to benchmarking data. Not just the summarized data we can find out there from other companies, but detailed specific data, so you would know if your checkout process in Sweden is performing as good as it should compared to the one in US or another country. What would that mean for you? Wouldn't that be awesome to have that kind of data and someone who told you how to use it? The third secret. When I was a kid and I got this box of Lego, it was just with all kinds of bricks in it. And I had to spend hours trying to build a castle. And when I finally, after 3 or 4 hours, built something, it didn't look like a castle. Today, when I go to the shop, I buy a box of Lego for my kids. It's with pre-made bricks, and there's a detailed instruction. So after, half an hour, 1 hour, if you're pretty good at it, you can actually build a castle. Of course, I'm not talking about Lego. I mean, imagine a world where you have access to this kind of e-commerce. Would you prefer the first situation? You try to build something from scratch, and maybe you will succeed. Maybe you will build a castle or something that looks like a castle. Or would you rather bet on a pre-built solution that will turn out as a castle in a faster time? It sounds like a dream. So just spend 5 seconds to think about how you approach e-commerce. How do you do it? Imagine having access to a marketplace filled with partner-ready solutions that you can plug into your system and start using. What would that do for you? Could that help your business? So, a pretty bold statement, 3 secrets to underline it. He's kind of crazy, that bald guy on stage, I think. But imagine if it actually could be true that before summer, you could have a digital presence and start selling in 23 new markets. So actually, it's not just me talking up here, making a bold promise or a bold statement. Actually, there are brands out there, there are retailers out there who live this day by day. And new ones are coming all the time. I guess most of you know some of these brands here. You might even compete against some of them. So think about what that does for your business if your competition are living the dream and you're just thinking about the dream. Well, let's try to take it down one level and get a little more detailed aspects on international e-commerce. What does it really mean? What kind of challenges is it that you meet out there every day? And of course, there's a lot of them. There will be a need for some new capabilities when you expand internationally. But are you ready for it? Is your solution ready for it? And not at least, all the third-party solutions that you use day out and day in, are they ready to go international with you? Can you manage this by yourself? Or do you need help? Would it be nice to have someone hold your hand along this way, along this journey? Rituals have actually done this. 11 weeks, 23 new markets, 7 new languages, starting from scratch. If you just take a look at the numbers, 50% uplift in revenue. Is that important to you? Would that do any difference for you? 30% more time on site, 20% on conversions. The rest of the numbers you can see by yourself. Would that make a difference for your business and for your position in the business if you could achieve those type of numbers? So, I've made some bold statements here. I've come up with some secrets. You now know the secrets. And you also now know that the bold promises is not just a promise, it's actually achievable. And it's okay for you to have the dream. It's okay for you to make the same promise when you know you can keep it. And why do you know you can keep it? Well, if you find the right partner to help you, then you can keep it. Are you ready for international e-commerce? Are you ready today? Is your business ready for it today? And is anyone helping you doing it? Or would it be nice to have someone helping you? So, and finally, are you ready for the future? Do you know what the future will bring? Are you ready to compete against Amazon and all the other big players, but also the smaller competition you have today? The customers' expectations are increasing every day. Every time a new shop is launching a new feature on their site, the customer visiting your site expects the same feature. And if you're not ready to deliver on that, you'll just fall behind. I can say that we are ready for it. So, a lot of numbers, a lot of statements here. We're going to do a little quiz now. So, it's going to work like this. I'm going to ask a question. The first person to raise the hand, I will ask. And the first one to give the right answer will win the candy. Okay? So, and remember to raise your hand, not just shout out the answer. So in how many weeks did Rituals do this? Thank you. Congratulations. Okay, I don't know how it works with questions actually, but if you have any questions, you are free to come up here and ask them afterwards or now. Is that okay? So if there is any questions, you're just free to ask them and I'll do my very best to answer. You can also find me just after. I'll stay around the stage here. So thank you for your time. Again, I'm sorry that David couldn't be here. I hope you catch him another day, another time. So thanks for your time.